Welcome back to Andrea Gamero Coaching and NoPainNoGain.ca. And today we're going to talk about having community. So having community is really essential to live a healthy and happy life, especially when you live with chronic illness. You need people who can support you and help you that you can trust. Often once an illness has set in, we tend to try to, it's our instinct really, to hold back and to keep ourselves separate from other people. We don't want to bog them down with our being sick, and we don't want to make them fall into the depression that we're falling into, and we don't want them to think that all we do is complain. So we tend to pull back and not be involved with anybody until we feel better. And this is really not the healthiest way to navigate through a chronic illness. It's really important to find a group of people that you can trust, that will support you, whether it's families, your friend group, or maybe find a new friend group that will be able to help you navigate what you're going through. So why is having community so important? Well, basically it's in our DNA. When God created the world and He created Adam, He didn't leave Adam alone. He created Eve to be his companion and helpmate so that he wouldn't be alone. He would have support all the way through his life to help people, the world together, to create an even bigger community. In Genesis 2:18, it says, "And the Lord God said, it is not good that man should be alone. I will make him a helper comparable to him." Again, that was Genesis 2:18. So in this way, we help each other in life. All our relationships differ one from the other, but we're meant to be together to help each other up when we fall down. We are meant to encourage each other and help each other keep going when times get tough. Living as a hermit is not ideal for us. I think the last couple of years have proven that beyond a doubt, that separation from each other creates an incredible amount of mental and emotional stress that can even affect our health to decline at a very, very fast rate. And that's also why, the prison systems and intelligence agencies, they use separation from other humans as a form of discipline and even torture. So that's why it's imperative for us to have friendships and to have people around us that will support us and help us when we need them most. So how does community help in times of illness? Well, when my fibromyalgia set in, depression quickly followed. The brain fog FM brings made holding a conversation with others very difficult. It would be hard to find the right words I needed to answer intelligently, and I was embarrassed about what others would think. I was fearful that if I didn't answer appropriately, they would think I was losing my mind and would take my children away. This began my spiral into severe anxiety as well. Between the FM, depression, and anxiety, leaving the house was a huge challenge. I didn't reach out to friends as I didn't want to be complaining all the time and bring them down too. The increased isolation I put myself in just made everything worse. There were times I would walk into my church building and turn around and walk back home again. And it was a good thing that we're only a few blocks away. But the confusion on their faces only made me feel worse, which compounded my need to get away. In this way, I suffered in relative silence for many years. If I'd been more open about what I was going through, I may have found answers faster. This period of time allowed me lots of time to research and find natural ways to recover and heal. It was when I found Trish Blackwell and the College of Confidence community that I actually started to heal. So the power of community. So the community I found in the College of Confidence showed me that I was not alone. And I really, really needed to know that in that moment, because I felt that nobody else in the world was experiencing what I was. So knowing that I wasn't the only one that felt that way made me feel like I was normal again. Rediscovering who I was in God's eyes was the transformational push that changed everything for me, because He said that I was His masterpiece. When I realized that every time I started putting myself down, I was actually calling God a liar, I knew I had to stop. I broke that cycle by reminding myself that God never lies. Since I would never consciously call God a liar, it became painfully obvious that I had to stop doing this. Because if God doesn't lie, and he says that I'm his masterpiece, then I must be his masterpiece. And that was truly transformational for me. So seeing myself as God saw me, as a unique masterpiece placed on this earth for a purpose, it just changed everything. So now fulfilling his purpose for me on earth is my main focus. And this is the power of community. To raise others up so that they know their value beyond any questionable doubt. When you accept this truth, you have the power to change not only yourself, but the world. So what effects does community have on chronic illness? So for me, having this community helped me get out of the dark hole that I had just been surviving in. Through what Trish was teaching us and the examples and stories of the other members in the community, I was able to defeat my depression and manage my anxiety. And I am proud to announce that I have been depression-free for many, many years now. And I have my anxiety under control. And I have the tools that when it tries to resurface again, I just use my tools and I have it under control in no time. And in both situations, I was able to do it with no medication at all. And that is huge. So how do you do this? How do you get your depression and anxiety under control without medication? Well, I do this by managing my mindset and talking myself out of the negative thought cycles that like to rear their ugly head. So when those awful negative thoughts come up, I now have new affirmations ready to go and new thoughts that I can tell those negative thoughts to take a hike. I also use journaling. So when I'm having a really bad bout of anxiety and I can't figure out why and I can't talk myself out of it, then I start journaling. Grab a piece of paper and start writing out, just brain dump. Why am I feeling anxious? What is behind this? Why am I doing this? And I can usually find out why. Or just start writing out all the thoughts that are in my head at the moment. Then I can go back, go through each thought and say, is this real or is this just a silly thought? And because you know what? You can choose your thoughts. Your thoughts are just ideas. It's whether you believe them or not that makes them a reality. So you can look at those thoughts, analyze them, and go, you know what? I know that's not true. Then come up with something that is a more neutral or more positive thing that is true, that will completely negate the old thought. And we usually have the same negative thoughts that will keep resurfacing from time to time. So once you've come up with a good reframe or affirmation to counteract the old one, then those will pop up automatically for you. And you don't even have to search to come up with a new one. You just go to the new thought that you want to think instead and use that. And the more you reaffirm with the positive ones, the less the negative ones are going to come up. Now, this is going to take a long time. This isn't going to happen overnight. I still have negative thoughts that come up from 15, 20 years ago. But now I have the tools to go, you know what? We've been here before. We know that's not true. We know all of the evidence that proves that it's not true. So, you know what? You don't get to stay. I know. But this new thought, this is what I'm going with. I know I'm capable. I know I can get through. I know I'm a child of God and He loves me. And I will move forward because I have Him carrying me when I fall down. And that is enough for me to keep going. That plus the family that I love dearly and I wouldn't want to hurt. And that they keep me going because I know they need me. And as long as I have God's love and their love, that's all I need. I will keep going and I will get to the other side. But that is what I learned through the College of Confidence community and putting into practice the things that we were taught there and using the tools when I need them. And, by getting my depression and anxiety under control, I could then focus on for my fibromyalgia symptoms, the brain fog, the pain, the not being able to stand in the mornings, everything that comes with FM, the falls, the confusion, the not being able to come up with words when you're trying to talk to people. I was able to focus on that and start doing some research into how I could fix that. And I have found that with my fibromyalgia diet, that is an anti-inflammatory diet, with regular, consistent exercise, I can be absolutely pain-free. And it's amazing how much pain you will put up with. But once you find out that you can be pain-free, it changes everything. So if you are interested in this, please reach out to me at andrea@nopainallgain.ca, and I would love to help you get your pain under control too. But without the community that I have with the College of Confidence, there's no way I would be where I am today. So where am I today? Well, I now have a coaching business where I help people that are going through the same things I did break through those things, reduce their pain, and even those that aren't chronic illness, those that are just feeling held back in life. I'm a health and lifestyle coach, and I can help them to break through the things that are holding them back. And I would never have gotten here without the College of Confidence and Trish Blackwell's unfaltering support. And I'm also happy to announce that I have just started a new Facebook group that is completely free, available to everyone, and it's called Andrea's FM Community. And the whole reason for this FM group is to create a community of kind, compassionate people that are dealing with chronic illness, whether it's your own chronic illness or you're helping out friends or family that are going through it. You are welcome to join this group. We'll provide tips and ideas on how to combat what they're going through, and to be an uplifting community of support, so that when you have flare-ups, when things aren't going your way, that you can come in, you can talk, you can vent, and you'll have the support of people that know what you're going through, and who are more than happy to help you, to support you through to the other side and help you feel better again. So I hope you check it out. So Andrea's FM Community, but it's not just for FM, it's for anybody with a chronic illness or is supporting somebody with a chronic illness. And I hope you'll join us there so that we can just create a wonderful, thriving community that wants to help each other live the best lives possible. So I really hope you have found this helpful this week. I thank you so much for joining me. You could have been anywhere else, but you chose to be here, and you have no idea how much I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. If you like this content, please like and subscribe, maybe comment below, so that the YouTube algorithm can realize that this is important and people like it, so that more people can see it. I also hope that you know how much God loves you and what an incredible person you are, and that the world would not be the same without you. I hope you have a wonderful week, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now. As a natural-born encourager, I love helping others. And one-on-one coaching is a great way for me to help others break through the things that are holding them back and creating tension in their lives. I also focus or have a specialty in those with fibromyalgia and chronic illness, as I have vast experience in both. And I really want to help others reduce their pain and be able to get back to living the life they want to be living. Because you can have joy. Having FM or a chronic illness is not a death sentence. You can get through to the other side. And despite what the Western medical system is telling you, there's no cure, there's this, there's that. I mean, some of them won't even admit that it exists. Say it's all in your head. It's not. But just because they don't have a cure for it doesn't mean that you can't live a fabulous life. If you're willing to change a few lifestyle habits, you will be able to reduce your pain to a level you didn't think was possible, and you can find joy in life again. So if any of this sounds interesting to you, or you have a friend or family member that you think might find this helpful, please reach out to me at andrea@nopainallgain.ca, and I'll be more than happy to sit down with them for a one-on-one consultation that's absolutely free to see if working together would be a good fit. And then from then on, we will start working to provide you or them with the best life possible. So have a wonderful week, and I can't wait to see you next time. Bye for now.